Hello YouTube, this is the review for the Apple iPad 64GB Wi-Fi plus 3G version. To take you around the outside of the device, here on the right you can see the switch for the screen orientation lock and the volume up and down buttons. Oh, by the way, it's very thin, in case you didn't notice that. Half an inch thin, incredible. On the bottom here, 30-pin connector, speakers, top, you can see 3.5mm flush headset jack, microphone, black plastic thing they implemented to increase 3G reception or improve it, and the sleep wake button, and the back. It's, you know, the aluminum, the reflective Apple logo, iPad, and that black plastic piece again. And on the front you see the gorgeous 9.7-inch multi-touch glass screen. And as you can see, I have an Iron Man wallpaper. I think it's a great wallpaper. Bottom right here, this button, if you click that, it starts a slideshow. So if you have the iPad dock, you can buy that as an accessory and use it as a photo frame when guests are over or whatever. Okay, this is the home page, and as you can see, it's running the iPhone OS. However, it's not just a big iPhone or a big iPod Touch. There's so much more you can do with the larger screen. App developers have been using that to their advantage and just creating incredible apps using this large screen. And even some old iPhone and iPod Touch apps have been remade to use that large screen. And even Apple has done that with some of their core applications, especially YouTube, Safari, Maps, whatever. Anyways, my favorite app, I probably use it most, is Safari web browser, and I prefer using it in landscape. I was on the New York Times. It loads incredibly quickly over Wi-Fi. 3G, not so much. It really depends. Sometimes it takes up to a minute to load a web page. Sometimes it's very zippy, but overall I haven't had too good of an experience with 3G use. Just double tap, fill the whole screen, whatever, click on an image. Very, very fast. Zoom in. When you zoom in, the text just automatically becomes crisp and clear. Zoom out, whatever. It's really incredible. It's very intuitive. The multi-touch is just awesome. You go to Fandango, buy some movie tickets, Rotten Tomatoes, look at some movie reviews, whatever. And even with Fandango, there's tons of ads and pictures, all over this website, and yet it loads in a matter of 5-10 seconds. It's just as fast as it would load on your Mac or PC, and it's really incredible. I definitely love it. Definitely great for internet browsing. The best device ever for that. Unfortunately, the iPad does not support Flash, which Apple recently posted an article as to why. But it really doesn't matter too much because the new standard is HTML5, and that's going to be taking over the web within the next couple of years, anyways. And a lot of core websites already use that technology. Such as New York Times, Apple.com, YouTube's having a beta, whatever. Next, I want to show you Mail. Incredible. I like to use this in landscape as well, since you can see your inbox here and see your message on the side. Here you can see there's a PowerPoint in this email. Touch the PowerPoint, open it up right here, and you can see up here it says Open in Keynote. I forgot to mention the iWork apps. They're $9.99 each. Keynotes, numbers, and pages. Keynotes like the PowerPoint equivalent for Windows, and you can save that, open it up, and edit it through that. And I haven't used them too much, but overall I like them. However, there could be some bug fixes and new features added. So yeah, you can just seamlessly scroll through PowerPoint however you want. So that's that. The keyboard, by the way, is really nice to type on. I don't like typing on it in portrait mode, just too small, but in landscape I can type up to 40 words a minute, probably not any faster than that, just because it is slightly different, or slightly smaller from an average keyboard, but still nice to type on. I want to show you really quickly an iPhone app running at twice the size. Any app isn't going to look as crisp and clear as it does in the iPhone or iPod Touch, but still not bad. So you can either have it in the original orientation with the black surrounding it, or you can double the pixels of that button on the bottom right corner, and you can play it as you would on an iPhone or iPod Touch, and it's just a simple copter game, but extremely addictive at the same time. So you get the idea. I'm not going to bother going through any iPhone or iPod Touch apps because it's just exactly how you would play them. Except one more, Doodle Jump, because Doodle Jump's just awesome. I can't really play it too well because even though it does have an accelerometer on the iPad, it's more difficult to maneuver than the iPhone, especially when you get higher up. But you get the idea. It's nice. If I can only die. There we go. Okay. Next, iPod. It doesn't really matter to me whether I use this in portrait or landscape. Same idea. Looks a lot more like iTunes than the iPod app for the iPhone. And there's album artwork, whatever. They didn't choose to include videos in the iPod app, but you actually have a separate app, videos, for that, and definitely use this in landscape when you're actually watching a movie. And I have quite a few loaded on here. Avatar probably being one of my favorites. Just click on it, tap play, and it plays in 720p high definition. And you can double tap to fill the whole screen. Tap to see your controls, high speed scrubbing, whatever. And it's really a nice movies app. Next, iBooks. I like to use this in portrait just because it shows more text on a single page. I've actually read a whole book, The Kite Runner, on here. Incredible book. And just, flipping a page on this is just amazing. You start right here and it just, you can just see it. It's incredible. But after a few minutes you get tired of that and just kind of tap the sides to flip the page. The calendar, they completely redesigned it. I don't really plan stuff for every day. I just kind of, go with the flow here. But you can use this in portrait or landscape, and it's pretty nice. Haven't really used it that much since calendar's kind of pointless for me because I'm not the business person. Anyways, I want to show you one quick iPad app, HD version of an old, well, not old, but iPhone app, Nova by Gameloft. By the way, check them out. Great apps. I highly recommend Nova and whatever else they have. I don't know why it does this sometimes. It doesn't go first touch, but there you go. I'm not going to play too much, but I just want to show you some of the controls and stuff. It's really nice to play this first-person shooter on the iPad. Just incredible. The quality is amazing. They added a mini-map. You can just kind of drag out, see where you are, drag back in, whatever. And the virtual joystick's easy to use. It's amazing for gamers. Even hardcore gamers can get used to the iPad. And this app offers 4-player online, which is pretty fun as well. I guess YouTube next. Unfortunately, I don't really know why, but it's not. YouTube doesn't have all the YouTube app doesn't support all the videos that are on the actual YouTube site. So it doesn't. The iPad, it'll play videos on the YouTube site if you use the HTML5 beta, but not the greatest. So you just have to deal with whatever videos the app has. So play a YouTube classic, Charlie Bit My Finger, and it just